The current discourse surrounding the nexus of increasing energy efficiency and mitigating global climate change presents a true conundrum. At first glance, there is the highly appealing proposition that we can improve energy efficiency to mitigate both global energy consumption and carbon dioxide emissions. After all, the promise of technological advancement has always heralded a brighter future, one characterized by enhanced productivity, economic prosperity, and environmental sustainability. This is a veritable win-win scenario under the banner of capitalism. Yet, upon closer examination, this proposition can be revealed to be a false promise. Certainly, improving energy efficiency appears to offer a plethora of benefits, including reduced fuel costs and smaller environmental footprints. However, its effects are not uniformly positive. There is the well-known phenomenon of rebound, whereby gains in energy efficiency seemingly paradoxically lead to increased energy consumption further down the road. This concept of rebound traces its origins back to the seminal work of William Stanley Jevons, who in the 19th century famously argued that the advent of energy-efficient steam engines had only served to accelerate Britain's consumption of coal. At one level, this dynamic seems counterintuitive. But on another, it is why we have always increased efficiency. By increasing efficiency, we have a surplus that enables us to grow, and it is by growing that our demands for energy increase in the future. Consider, for instance, the scenario of purchasing a new fuel-efficient car. For many, this is a highly laudable endeavor with positive environmental implications. However, there are ripple effects of this action that extend far beyond the individual consumer and their driving habits and permeate throughout the fabric of the global economy. The cost savings realized from reduced fuel expenditure may translate, for example, into increased discretionary income, which in turn fuels additional consumption, whether it be in the form of enhanced household comfort through air conditioning or even indulgent vacations abroad. Any attempt to capture the full extent of any individual efficiency decision requires a much more holistic perspective, one that transcends traditional economic analyses and is more akin to viewing the global economy as a growing child. Just as a healthy, energy-efficient child continues to grow and thrive, while a sick child may ultimately die, so does a healthy civilization ultimately harness its energy resources to sustain its expansion and future energy needs. However, any growth is not without its limits and constraints. As civilization expands its energy consumption, it inevitably encounters barriers such as resource depletion and environmental decay, those that are going to impose checks on its exponential growth trajectory. During the growth phase, of course, efficient conversion of energy into productive work fuels prosperity and greater rates of consumption, a testament to the symbiotic relationship between efficiency and growth. In the long run, however, we run out of energy or we pollute our environment. The implications of efficiency-driven growth for climate change end up being profound and far-reaching. There continue to be many that argue that efficiency gains will lead to reduced energy consumption with benefits for climate. However, such assertions overlook the interconnectedness of the global economy, how we are all part of a whole. Nations, through international trade and interconnected supply chains, share and compete for collective resources. There is no individual energy footprint. We all consume on global markets the energy that is available to us. Being forced to share, we are all together culpable for the damage we are doing to the environment by our consumption. From a global perspective, efficiency gains may inadvertently accelerate rather than decelerate energy consumption, and as a consequence, carbon dioxide emissions. Efficiency gains exacerbate the climate crisis. It is only through concerted efforts to decarbonize energy production and consumption that civilization can hope to stabilize emissions and mitigate the existential threat that is posed by climate change.